Hey everybody, welcome back to the vlog. Thank you for joining me once again for tea time. We have a little bit of hibiscus green tea, little black sage honey. So good, so good. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to do a quick little update today. There's something sad that happened. This is kind of going to be like a cautionary tale, I guess. But also I want to share with you a little bit of my trip. My diving experience, let's just say that I went with my family. I've been gone for about a week or so. I need to apologize to you guys. I didn't have anything queued up just because it's summertime and so much has been going on. It's been really, really busy for me. Thank God, right? Thank God. But it's been really busy. So I just wanted to let you know that there's going to be a lot more videos coming very soon. Now I'm back. So anyways, I wanted to share this with you. By let's say the end of this video, I'll show you some of my diving that we did. So much fun. Unbelievable. A little bit scary, as you will see, but so much fun. Well, like I said, today's going to be a little bit of a cautionary tale. Now, as you can see, behind me, I have the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale. That is my alma mater. That's one of them. I went to 3 universities after high school. That's just the way I am. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I grew up, and I still don't 30 years later. So anyways, I ended up going to a community college to get an AA. After that, went to get a BA at a college, then over to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale to then get another 2-year degree in advertising design, art, photography, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So anyways, like I said, that's one of my alma maters. Well, it's going to be shutting down. Now, the Art Institute, if you guys don't know, is a massive school when it comes to creatives. And it started, I think it was in 1969. That was the year that we landed on the moon, and actually the year of my birth. So you know how old I am now. Anyways, 1969 is when they started this school, and it's been doing really, really well. It's one of those schools that started out with just a few and then branched off to 10 and then 20 and then 30. And next thing you know it, there was like 50 or 60 schools all over. And back in the 80s, all right, when I went to this school, it was the place to go. It was the it place. It was that place that you went to if you wanted to get an education of any type in the creative space, right? Doesn't matter what it was, fashion, design, art, music, any type of creative type of vocation, let's call it. The Art Institute was just simply it. They offered master's degrees, bachelor's degrees, associate's degrees, certificates, all different types of things for all different types of people. They had thousands and thousands of students, probably up to like 60,000+ students over all their campuses. So it was really quite big. And they started doing some online stuff too, because we know today everything is going online. Well, as of about 2009, things started going downhill for them, and they just couldn't maintain anymore. People were slowly not going to their institutions. Now, my question here is, were people not going to the art institutes? They were massive, remember. Were they not going because the school started going downhill, the education started going downhill, or is it just simply that art is starting to die? It's starting to wither. What is the answer here? That is one of the questions that I have for you by the end of this video. Think about that. Think about that. Is art dying? Or is this just an anomaly? The school is just can't do it anymore, all right? Well, anyways, by, like I said, 2009, things started going downhill. And by 2017, a company came in, basically acquired them. The company's Dream Center Education Holdings. So they ended up buying them and literally within 2 years going bankrupt. I don't know. They are now currently in receivership. It's just a mess. But in that time, they took the school from a for-profit school and moved it to a nonprofit school, hoping that this would help And this happens all the time. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this. You know, if you can't make it as a profit, you switch it over to a nonprofit. Well, the bottom line here is it doesn't really matter if you're for-profit or nonprofit. If you can't run the institution or if you can't run the organization, it's going to go belly up. And that's basically what's happening here. I looked at this and I'm like, wow, there is so many. When I was researching this, so many of them just going out. Look at this. We have Art Institute after Art Institute after Art Institute. Look at this list. So many of them are either closed, or sold off already. I mean, by 2017, when all this kind of hit the fan and they were bought out by this company, they were sitting at like $60 million or something in debt. I mean, this is just amazing to me. How big this institution was and how vast they covered the entire United States. It was just amazing to me to see they're going belly up. How is this possible, guys? Like I said, is this art in general that is slowly on a decline, or maybe rapidly on a decline, or is it just simply this institution? What do you guys think? I can tell you from my firsthand experience with this school, coming out of it in the early 90s, the instructors that I had were very good instructors, and many of them were in the industry that I was looking to break into, right? Commercial art, advertising design. I wanted to get into magazines and whatnot. And I ended up doing that. I ended up working for magazines, doing paste up, layout, doing front cover work. This was back a long time ago, before we even had, for example, Illustrator or Photoshop or even Quark or anything. All right. We used to use a Veritype machine to print out copy and then go and paste it up. Hence the name paste up and layout. Anyways, a lot of people don't even know what that is. Anyways, so let me turn this around a little bit. All right. I don't want to throw all of these type of institutions into one, let's say, pot. Okay. There are private institutions that do a fantastic job. My daughter just graduated from the University of North Carolina School of the Arts. Now, as a ballet major, a dance major, she is doing very well for herself. The institute started in the 60s also, but it's doing really well. It's always been a private institute. It is a nonprofit institute, and it has a very large millions and millions and millions dollar endowment. But guys, if you were to ask me today, and you were 18 coming out of high school, where should I go to school? Should I go to school in one of these art institutes or another type of institute? Or should I go to university, a public university, a local university, let's say in my state or out of state? I would tell you without a doubt, do not go to any of these little institutes. That's my personal opinion from experience. All right? Don't do it. Go to a university. You're still going to get great education. You'll be maybe local. You don't even have to leave your state. You're going to get discounts by doing so. And also that education that you get will transfer. That 4 years, all those credits will move on. A lot of these institutions say, we are accredited. We are nationally accredited. We are regionally accredited. Well, what does it all mean? Bottom line is these nationally accredited places, those credits are useless, okay? They are vocational credits, and they're there to basically get you through the school so that you can get a job. Keep that in mind, all right? If you wanted to go on to another higher educational graduate work, let's say a master's or a doctoral degree, none of those credits from those tech schools, let's call them, will transfer. So guys, for me, it's a little bit of a downer. I just hate to see when the arts start moving this way instead of that way, all right? I feel that our schools today do not teach art anymore like they used to, okay? It's basically taken away to do more and more math, more and more science. The arts are dying, in my personal opinion, and I find it sad. I really do. The arts are what spark creativity. The arts are what spark innovation. The artist is, for example, like a Johnny Ive, right? That comes up with a phone that everyone wants. Art is in those people that do those innovative things and not iterative things that just create a better mousetrap. The artist is the one that creates a new mousetrap, right? So I hate to see when art goes away, and I do feel like it is. What do you think? Do you think that this is just simply one organization that's dying out? Or do you think that art in general is slowly dying? What do you think? What do you see with your kids' schools? Okay, what do you see with the schools that you're currently in? The art programs that you're in, or the art programs that your kids are in? Are they similar to when you were going to school? Or are they less or more? I just want to have this discussion a little bit because I think that us creatives sticking together, like for example, on a channel like this, being able to talk about creative things, talk about artistic things, we can kind of beat things off each other back and forth. All right. Real world things, tangible things, and get an idea of how things are. Right. So once again, in that comment area, put your thoughts about art and where you think it stands as of today. Now, into some funner things, right? Which was my trip. Like I said, I've been gone for a week. This vlog, I don't want it to go too long, but I just have to show you some of this underwater footage. So this time, instead of going to the Gulf of Mexico to go diving, we ended up going to the Atlantic side of South Florida, right around Palm Beach. And the water was unbelievably beautiful. As you can see, we have fish of all sorts, all kinds. Beautiful. It was basically like swimming inside of a fish tank. The water was probably 78 to 81 degrees. The tide was high. All of the fish were being pushed into the island where we were. It was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Well, we were looking through the fish and getting really involved. I wish the coral was a little bit better, but at this location, there wasn't a lot of beautiful coral. But regardless, we're looking at the fish and the sea snakes and eels and whatnot, following some of the fish and watching them in their habitat. And all of a sudden, from behind me, I saw something dark out of my right eye, right in the corner of my eye. And wow, what is that? I could have swore that it was a shark, a massive shark at that. Well, obviously, as you can see, it is not a shark. What it was that just came up from behind so just silently was a manatee, guys. Look at the size. It was massive. It had to be 500, 600, 700 pounds, if not more. Its tail span had to be at least 3 feet. It would move its tail so slowly, but I still could barely keep up with them. I was swimming hard. You can't tell in the video, but trust me, I was swimming hard to try to keep up with this massive sea cow. It was the cutest thing, but man, it gave me a fright. If any of you guys dive or snorkel or anything in the ocean, you know you need to be always vigilant of your six. Keep an eye on your six because you never know when something bigger than you might come up from behind. And this one definitely caught me off guard. I was too involved following these fish. I don't know, doing the whole Dory thing. Like, look at these fish, look at how cute. And then all of a sudden, this massive sea cow comes up from behind. Anyways, guys, there's going to be a lot more videos coming soon. I have a lot that's going on with the Life After Adobe, cutting the cord. I'm also now a contributor to SLR Lounge, which is an amazing online magazine. I put out my first article. I think it went live yesterday or day before. It had to do with the Life After Adobe cutting the cord series that I was doing. Take a look at that. And I'm going to release them as I go through this whole process, this journey that you guys have come on with me. I appreciate each and every one of you being here and giving me all of this advice and encouragement to be able to cut that cord with Adobe and move forward with my professional work. The next video I do, or within the next couple of days, I'm going to show you actually the back end, the BTS, the behind the scenes of me designing the insert for my brand new product that is coming out. I want to show you how I did it, what software I used to do it, and how I was able to do the entire thing without using any Adobe software. Once again, professional quality, out to be printed. The printers absolutely loved it. They had no problems with it, printed it off, and it looked absolutely amazing. And once again, without Adobe software. So I want to show that to you. And a bunch of other things. I'm currently working on Lightroom Alternative, as well as I'm working on Premiere Alternative. There is a lot to go through, and that's why I haven't released anything as of yet. And other manufacturers are approaching me saying, hey, do you want to check out our software too? I'm like, yeah, sure, give it to me. More. I don't mind. I really don't mind. It's just a lot of work, but it's fun. It's fun work. I really enjoy it because I know that when I'm done with this, you guys will benefit a lot because you will not have to go through as many as I do to take a look at them and see what is working. But as I always say, don't take my word for any of it. Check these things out yourself. So, like I said, the next thing is going to have to do with me designing. And then after that, probably Lightroom will be coming out after that, a Lightroom alternative video. So a lot more to come. Stay tuned. And don't forget to keep those comments coming. In the comment area today, put those comments, what you think about art. Is it living? Is it dying? What is going on? Is it shriveling on the vine? What is going on with art in America, or even outside of America in your country? Is art revered as it used to be, or is it slowly going to the wayside? What is the answer? Anyways, guys, if you enjoy my content, as always, throw me a big thumbs up. That would be stellar. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you can get all my content when it becomes available, and click the bell icon so when it is available, you will be notified of it. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools that I've invented for you and me over the years. And hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me. That would be awesome. I think I'm going to leave you with some more footage of me underneath the water. Enjoy it. We'll see you in the next vlog. Take care, guys. Many blessings.